So today I've got for you guys some general deck building tips. So, well, for example here, you can see my DD list here. So I have actually, DD is a little bit different, but here I have 3 1-card starters. I have 7 Kepler. I have Dark Contract with the Gate. So it's a little off, but essentially right here, I have 6 normal summons that get me to combo. And I'm counting Dark Contract with the Gate because Dark Contract with the Gate searches Kepler and then you normal summon Kepler and, well, no wait, that's not right. You normal summon the Copernicus and then you can go combo from there. And that's basically where we're at for normal summons. So you want about 6 normal summons. A little bit higher is fine, but that's the optimal amount of normal summons you want to be having. And this is applicable to like every single deck. So here I have my old PK Zombies list here. So the amount of normal summons I have here is also actually 6. So we have our Uni-Zombie as the starter. We're looking for a Uni-Zombie here, right? So we have Uni-Zombie, and then we have our 3 copies of Dark Referee. So if we just draw 5. This is unlucky that we didn't get it. I think this hand is probably playable anyways. So, okay. Now we have our Dark Referee. But we don't have to normal summon Dark Referee in this hand because we have Danger Nessie. So we have our normal summon for Gozuki. Gozuki can be a normal summon in some cases for this deck, so that's cool. And then we got both in this case. This hand is actually crazy. I wish I could actually play it out instead of staring at it, but alright. And then, yep. We have Danger Mothman, Astral Creeper, Dark River. This hand is actually still pretty decent. And then, let's go one more. We have this hand, not as much. And then this hand, we have Dark Refer again. We can just normal summon Dark Refer and go off. But yeah, that's the general idea. You have about 6 cards in 40 or so. And then it goes a bit higher depending on how many main deck cards you have. This is passable for my deck because I play Dangers, so the Dangers will give me some draw power, so it around evens out, surprisingly enough. So after we finish figuring out how many cards we want for normal summons, the next part is figuring out our hand traps. So after you build your deck's core and balance out the normal summons, well, it's a little bit different depending on the deck you're building, but this is mostly general ideas. So in terms of hand traps, your hand trap pool should share the same pool as your generics most of the time. So in this case, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 cards here. And we can't really cut out any of these cards. What we can do from this point is, if we're willing to risk some consistency, we can put in some tech options at this point. Like, for example, this isn't really a good one, but we can go search DDD here, and then we have Vice King Requiem. We can put in a copy of Vice King Requiem here as a tech option. This actually does play around something. I honestly don't remember what it plays around though. But, oh wait, this recycles your Dark Contracts. That's what it's for. I remember now. So basically, you can put in some tech options like that and go a bit over 40. You don't need to be fixated on being at 40 exactly. So even if we go ahead and put in, like, let's say we put in copies of this and copies of this. So now we're at, well, actually this card isn't that great. Let's instead go for copies of Ghost Mourner, because why not? I have Ghost Mourner. 2 copies of Ghost Mourner? No, let's put in a 3rd. Alright. draw sample cards. Surprisingly, this hand, I promise you, is actually playable. Swirl Slime, Divine Zero King Rage, go make the small Genghis, Swirl Slime, special summoning, Orthro, special summon back, Divine Zero King Rage with small Genghis effect, and then we can link off, I believe, Rage and Orthros. Do we? No. We link off Orthros and small Genghis, and then we go and scale. After we summon Gilgamesh, we scale I think Orthros and Cerberus should be fine. And then pen summon Orthros, special summon back the small Genghis, and then you wait, that wasn't quite right. Well, we still have Rage on the field, right? So we just Cerberus the Rage, and then we can go from there. So that ends on something. Not the best hand, but whatever. Anyways, this hand's actually crazy, of course. Don't need to explain this hand. This hand. You know what? This is actually kind of playable. It takes and uses a weird line like the other hand. You still at least end on Wave High King Caesar. Okay, this hand crazy. We're good. This hand is just all gas, it's crazy. This hand's okay. It gets the job done. And then we have Swirl Slime, Rage, Dark Contract with the Gate. Worst case scenario, you end on High Wave King, Caesar, and a Dark Contract here. Still whatever. This hand, you know what? This hand's actually pretty crazy because of 1-for-1, you can just discard the Ghost Bell. And then special summon Kepler. So the consistency didn't take like that large of a hit even from adding all of these cards. So going over 40, clearly not a super big deal. So don't be super worried and forcing yourself to cut out cards if you don't want to, you know? Like just to hit the 40 card mark. Like even a list like this is completely playable and it's completely fine. But I mean, like, if you really want to draw like certain cards more, it does increase your chances of drawing into certain cards by like a few percent or something. I don't remember the exact math on this, but 45 cards or even around 50 is completely fine. It doesn't hit the consistency that much. You can adjust your ratios with some stuff, but this generally matters if you just don't have the same kind of options as this. So like, let's say you specifically want to open Tour Guide, or specifically you want to open Sangan or something like that, then you might not have, let's say, any easy access to getting a Tour Guide, but there is always the option of like Small World as well, so it's like a little bit dicey. So let's apply everything I've just taught you here, I guess. Well, maybe I'll be able to teach you a bit more as I start deck building. So I'll really quickly build a sprite list for you. So we'll go 2 of Starter, and then 3 of Jet, and then we'll go 3 of Blue, and then Gigantic Spray, 2 of these. Gamma Burst, we don't need Gamma Burst. We can play 1 or 2 Smashers. Let's do 1 Smasher. Let's do 3 red, maybe? Or it's 2 better. Let's go 2 red. 1 carrot. And just 1 Pixies in case it comes up, right? Let's see what this is exactly. Yeah, okay. That allows you to beat over some things. That's during the damage calculation, so if we go look at this. Avra. Crusadia Avramax's effect. is once per battle during the damage calc. Wait, that's during the damage calc as well. So I think it depends on whose turn. Then you'll get like priority based on this, I think. Or maybe even chain this later. I'm not sure how these cards work. Damage step is funky. And then we have Epira. Or what was it? Epira? This card is summoned. Draw one card. What is this card called? Okay. Iperia. I see. Alright, let's see. Okay, Iperia. We can go with 2 of Iperia. Alright, and that's fine. And then we'll go... We can go Nimble Beaver. Wait, I have copies of Nimble Beaver? That's cool. So then we'll go Beaver. 3, I think it was. And then with this, you pair it with Nimble Angler. From the hand or deck to the graveyard, you special summon to 2 roll 3 alone Nimble from your deck. Yeah. I think it was something like that, but you don't have to run this either. So I don't want that, but whatever. Let's go Maxi at 3 as well, because that's actually a combo piece you can play. We'll go Impermanence. Let's go 3 Imperm. And then cross out Called By. Like this. And then Forbidden Droplet. Forbidden Droplet has more versatility than Dark Ruler no more because it's usable going first and second. And then let's go Mask. Maybe Masquerena. Put in the royal one. Okay, and then let's go. Throw in a copy of Unicorn. And then next we want like. Let's see what we have. Apollosa is fine. We can do Apollosa. And then we have like some people run like a Mannequin Cat, but I believe Gin Buster was good. Yeah. Grab 1 copy of Gin Buster as well while we're at it. And then let's actually throw in some frogs. Okay. Swap frog. Okay. Let's go 3 swap frogs. Put in 1 of Ronin Toad. Okay. And then we can do Gamma. Driver, Omega. This isn't super informative, I guess. Is it? So, we're just putting in stuff right now. Okay, so we're most of the way done. And right now we have several 1-card starters, so we have our Sprite starter, which is cool, but for our normal summons, we have right now Iperia, 2 of these. We have Swap Frog. We have 3 of these. And we also have Ronin Totem, which we can use as a normal summon. Maybe Sprite wasn't the best example, as you can see Sprite is a bit crazy. There's a billion different combinations for like a 2-card combo here, and they don't even have Sprint yet, which is a bit insane I guess, but whatever. None of these activate in hand though, correct? Okay. Alright. We still have space for stuff. So let's go... Thinking for a second. Okay. Yeah, alright. Let's go Sphere Mode. We're gonna fit in like just 3 Sphere Mode right here. And then we have this. 1, 2, 3. Lava Golem. Would be cool, but actually we need some back rotate. Evenly. Do we actually need evenly? Yeah, let's go one evenly, and then we'll go 2 copies of Red Reboot, like this. And I mean, the main deck's pretty much done here. So, this is fine. And then we can go copies of, let's see, for the extra deck, we still have a lot of options to go through. There's things we can do for sure. I don't know, let's do Lambda. And then we don't really want to play any more Nightmares unless we want to maybe play a second copy of Unicorn, I'm thinking maybe. But I mean, even with this, you're still like pretty okay. Let's see. You have options, but I guess it's just like standard, probably. Zeus. Sky Cavalry. Centauria, yeah. And then we have this into this as an option. Downward is a 4. Okay, I don't think there's anything we can go into from downward. So I think that's pretty okay. And then we can, let's see, we need some more extra deck stuff still. We have room for stuff. Quite a few options. We can throw in some funny stuff or some more generic stuff. Okay. Most of the main deck is level 2, so we're either going for Lynx here or XYZs. Let's go... yeah, XYZ2. Alright, let's see what we have left to work with. Mannequin Cat. Melfi's. Oniba Mario. Oniba Mario, I guess we can just put this in, you know, it could come up, I guess, but it's like, not that super great of an option. So let's instead go Cat Shark, and finish off with Bernalius, and then an access code might not be bad. I definitely don't want to just show off my royal access code. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we have a couple different types for it, and we can do some decent climbing with this. So I think even at even like a list that looks like this would be pretty good, but we can put in more generic stuff here actually if we want. And if we do, I just bump Imperia to 3 like this, and then we can go like throw in Raigeki, and then Duster like this, and we could even start going all the way up to around 60 cards and balance the deck around that and change our normal summons and such accordingly without even playing the grass looks greener. Or that grass that looks greener? Misspoke. So let's see. In terms of cards we have here. This looks pretty solid actually. If we had Sprint, we would have put Sprint in here somewhere instead. But there is no Sprint, so that's fine. Just for the funnies, we can actually also do this. And we only need to play 1 mask when a spell card activates and control the monsters. Monster effects can't be used to respond to Dark Ruler no more though. So let's put in a copy of Dark Ruler no more. So I can negate it with Crossout if that ever comes up. Good. Potentially. So, alright. Boom. We have Imperia, Sprite Jet, that's full combo. Okay. Sprite Starter, that's full combo. Okay. Sprite Jet. We actually got unlucky and drew Driver there, so not full combo. Sprite Blue, and Sprite Jet, that's full combo. Okay. We have Sprite Red here. by itself. Unlucky hand. Drew driver again. I guess that's what happens when... Yeah, oh yeah, we have 2 driver, but I didn't put in the delta, that's why. Okay. So, we go again. Now that I fixed it, we have Sprite Pixies, Starter, Carrot, Red Reaver, called by Crazy Hand, and then here we have Aperia and Sprite Pixies. That's full combo already, and a Swap Frog. That's alright. Okay, Maxi, Darkula, no more, Sprite Carrot. This is unironically still a full combo. Alright. Sprite Red, Aperia. This is also full combo. Like, okay. That's full combo, I guess. Aperia, Red. These hands. Even though I kinda made it a mishmash of like kinda going first and second cards, it's still pretty fine. And we didn't even put any copies of Ash Blossom, I guess, so let's put in copies of Ash Blossom and rework the list a bit. Okay. So now that we put that in, I want to fix the consistency issues that will cause us. So about this much should do it, I think. And then yeah, draw 5. Sprite Blue by itself with, okay, that's a bit of an unlucky hand, but let's see. Sprite Starter, that's combo right there. And then we have just Sprite Blue and Gamma. I'm getting unlucky with these hands, but alright. Sprite Blue, Sprite Red, Sprite Jet, Maxi, Crazy Hand. Maxi, Sprite Smashes. Yeah, this hand doesn't really do anything. You kinda just have to pass on this one. This hand, however, I'm pretty sure you can actually play out this hand. I don't know for sure if you can or not. Whatever. We have Sprite Starter here. Sprite Pixies. So, as you can see, most of these hands are just playable anyways, so we probably have to adjust the list a bit more and get a few more good normal summons. Maybe Aperia isn't pulling its weight, and maybe we should put in Nimble Beaver instead. Maybe the Toads aren't the play. But, I don't know. With copies of Nimble Beaver, I don't think Nimble Beaver's that good right now. It might be better when spring comes around. Don't really want to break myself with the Beavers, but yeah. A lot of these hands are just giga playable. You can just Aperia, and then if you have a Sprite in hand, you can go ahead and special summon that and go Gigantic Sprite, and you still have a combo. Like, this is combo. This is actually a combo too. Next card is Droplet. Huh. Funny. And, I mean, if you want to increase and fix the consistency of it, we can just probably drop 1 copy of Droplet. Keep the Sphere mode going, actually. But, I mean, it depends on what you like, what you don't like. Because at the end of the day, you're going to be the one playing the deck, so even if you don't like this list, you can still take stuff from this list and just adjust it to your needs. Like, let's say you don't even want to play any copies of Sphere Mode. Instead, you want to play Lava Golem. You can just do that, you know? Or maybe you really like tributing over your opponent's monsters. So you might just cut out this, and then go Sphere Mode. Bam, Sphere Mode. And then this list still actually can put in work. Frog, Blue. Yeah, that's actually a combo. And then Lava Golem, too. But, I mean, you could also change these out for, like, more hand traps. I don't know, like Effect Veiler. And, let's go with copy of Imperm. You know what? Yep, let's go double Nibiru. Bang. And it still works pretty well most of the time. I guess in this list you might want to run some copies of Small World though. I'm sure something bridges something. I didn't check, but I believe. I mean, with this many cards, stuff has to bridge, right? Maybe I'm coping, but whatever. I didn't check. Maybe Small World isn't the play, but you can always put in a Small World bridge. So, yeah. This is basically how you, well, I guess this isn't, no, that's not right. So, well, I'm struggling with words at the end here, fumbling a bit at the end, but yeah. I hope this helps you guys, build your decks a bit better. And, the most high value cards, of course, are the ones that work going first and second. So, like, Nibiru isn't as great going first as it is going second. And Forbidden Droplet is a good card because you can just set this for next turn. Or if you just, if you're going second, you can use this to break your opponent's board. Red Reboot is also kind of good going first and second for various reasons. Depends on what you're playing. Like, if you have back row removal and your opponent imperms you, you can Red Reboot the imperm and then clear their back row a bit. That's a kind of thing you can do. Depends on the exact list you're playing, of course, but imperm is high value because of this as well. Ash Blossom also high value. You can use this to Ash, well, you can use Ash to negate a search your opponent does, or a maxi while you're going first, which is pretty good. That's why Effect Failure, I guess, would have less value than some of these cards. So we somehow ended up at 40 again anyways, but in the same way, Gamma is also decent, but maybe not as good with Sprite, because the only way for you to bait this is to use something like a Runic card, I guess, if you were playing that, and then you can activate Gamma, I guess, right? I guess the primary one is just going to be Starter here. But yeah, I hope you guys can build your decks a bit better now. Well, knowing the archetypes and what text to put in helps out quite a bit. So, you know, going to like YouTube or just Googling a list, you know, just stealing someone's deck and then modifying it is perfectly applicable, because researching all the cards and the well, basically their interactions to figure out how to build the deck would take a while, and it takes like 10 seconds to yoink someone's list and then adjust it, like adjust the hand traps or something. Doesn't take as much time. So that's peak deck building for you guys right there. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.